Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Kevin.
And with a special guest, our broadcast teacher,
I'm Tyrone.
Mr. T. Finger guns. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about Valentine's Day because today is Valentine's Day. Probably not the day that you're watching this, but hey, you know.
Hey, I'm not making the heart things with my hands. I'm not doing that.
Every day is Valentine's Day, though.
It should be.
Yeah.
At least theoretically.
Theoretically?
Really?
Really? Gotta get into this.
The meaning
Every
behind
day is
it.
Valentine's Day.
Every day is Valentine's Day.
And Christmas.
I'm done.
And
Valentine's
my
Day
birthday.
is the commercial version of Valentine's Day is for what? Appreciation of your significant other? Well, why should that be just for one day? So yes, every day. Valentine's
That's why they have Sweetest Day.
See that?
That's why they have Sweetest
Can't
Day.
find balance in that, can you?
What, Sweetest Day?
Well, yeah, Sweetest Day too. That's
Sweetest Day.
Find balance in
Sweetest
what?
Day.
That's the most annoying. You never. I never heard of that until I came here.
It was started in Ohio. That's why.
Okay, well that
Because
makes
Sweetest-
sense now.
Yeah.
That's why.
I never heard of that ever.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it had something to do with somebody started sending out like care packages or so. It was actually the soldiers, like candies and stuff. And then it turned into this, but it was like a tradition they were given to, it was like a giving back type thing. And then it blossomed into like Valentine's Day Part 2. You know what I'm saying? The sequel, I guess. I don't know.
Just yet another thing that ended up being something it wasn't meant to be.
Valentine's Day, the testing day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Testing day?
Sweetest Day just always seemed like a cheap
No, we don't
like
talk about
ripoff of Valentine's Day. Not like the Aldi's ripoffs either. Like the Aldi's ripoffs are like really good ripoffs.
Yeah.
Like they're like the best generic
So they're like
versions of anything possible.
They're like the Walmart versions.
But like Aldi's version of everything is better than even like original brands. But like I don't know.
Thank you, guy.
I actually didn't know that it was related to troops, like giving stuff to troops and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Are we allowed to access our media while?
Yes.
Okay, let's look it up then.
Yeah, let's just look it up.
Yeah, let's verify.
But yeah, no.
Well, yeah, 'cause, I mean, it doesn't give that. Just real quick on the Sweetest
Yeah.
Day, it doesn't tell that story that I was sharing, that's the version I heard. It's just saying that right now it is celebrated in the Midwestern states: Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Missouri, North Dakota, Ohio, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and West Virginia.
Are you serious? Yeah, I never heard of it in West
It's a
Virginia.
day to share romantic deeds or expressions. 10 states observe it, so.
Yeah.
So it may just be marketing, you know.
So here's my thing. There's been a grand argument in my house as to whether the Super Bowl is a holiday. Now, obviously, it's not a holiday on the calendar. It's not a holiday. It's not recognized as a holiday. But corporations, restaurants, businesses have sales. They have events surrounding it.
Yeah, same as President's Day.
People celebrate it. President's Day is a holiday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like people
the first
celebrate
thing
it
that
every
came to
year.
mind,
They have
so.
parties with it. They have celebrations. There's traditions behind it. Everything that surrounds a holiday. So yes, it is not technically a holiday, but my quote, what I was getting at was, you can just invent Sweetest Day and like put it out there, and all of a sudden 10 states are like, yeah, that's a good idea. But the Super Bowl is just like, nope. Now I understand it's connected to sports, but still, it's something that's
It's a
celebrated
sports ball.
frequently. Like it's like a national celebration almost.
We like NASCAR fans celebrating Daytona 500.
I don't think so though, because football is like, well, I mean
Am I
that's
wrong?
arguable. That's
Person in the
arguable.
Very-
background,
very
am I
arguable.
wrong?
That's arguable that football is more popular than NASCAR, but football is kind of like one of those things that's related to American,
Right.
like just America.
I'm gonna call Noodles on this for going too far. Anyways,
Noodles?
yeah, Noodles is my code word for going too far.
Okay.
So yeah, you can adopt that.
I think if Sweetest Day, my point is that if Sweetest Day could be
You
a
can adopt
holiday,
it.
then the Super Bowl should be considered a holiday. Now, not like to get the day off or anything. Like that's not what I'm going for.
Yeah, then it won't be a holiday then if
I'm
you
just-
get the day off.
I'm just saying.
But isn't it informally kind of like already like that? though?
It pretty much is. That's my point.
You want the official stamp on
I'm
it?
just saying, just put a stamp on it. Just be like, look, it's kind of a holiday, okay? And then just leave. If we can have Sweetest Day, why not the Super Bowl be
first
like a
Sunday.
week holiday? I mean, Valentine's Day. What does Valentine's Day offer? Like, other than like making you spend money on people
It doesn't
when
make you
when you
spend money.
otherwise wouldn't.
You don't have to spend money.
No, you don't have to, but
You're
like
gonna
people
spend it-
reserve
Time with your loved ones.
again, which is what it's about. But
Take them to a movie.
why is it not? Why is it you just save all that? Let me section off all of this love and empathy for you into one day. I'll pull it out of the closet for today. There you go. I love you today.
Oh man, I turned into a skeleton.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess I have a skeleton in my closet.
Snap.
And on that note,
I mean, it's an opportunity to do something extra. We don't need it, but it's just a day to do something extra, and probably can add more to your relationship than hurt it, if anything. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, I
this is
feel
not
that.
how I expected it to go, but yeah.
I'm not a fan of Hallmark holidays. I said that earlier before we even got started. I'm not a fan of Hallmark holidays. I'm always the pessimist. Hallmark holidays, I feel about the same as I feel about the news. I have about the same level of displeasure.
You dislike it.
Displeasure.
Okay. Well,
What is your dating advice?
dating advice. For dudes, especially if the woman, you know how women say, "Oh, don't get me anything." Don't fall for that.
Get him stuff.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Get something, do something, Other than that, I mean, the same, to stick to the same script. Nothing special about dating on Valentine's Day. I think you should always be on point, when you date, when you're going out with a woman, treating her with respect, having a good time, not taking yourself too serious, don't take her too serious, and just, have a good time and flow with it and see what happens. And don't expect nothing extra unless you got it like that, because it's Valentine's Day.
I'm actually interested in like what it's like dating now. Like I'm finally at that
It's
age where it's like, I
completely
wonder
different.
how things are different now than they were when I was a wee
It's-
lad. No,
It's
because
way different.
I'm saying though, because there's dating sites, there's social media, there's all kinds of stuff where people don't even talk to each other face to face before they meet anymore. When like in the 90s, it wasn't like that, obviously.
Yeah, you go down to the corner store and while you're stealing
Hey,
some snacks.
you go to the package store and steal some stuff and walk outside and meet,
you can tell
meet
he's
one
from
of the girls in your
Massachusetts.
neighborhood and she'll help you steal it too.
I know a few years back, I was on this, I had dated a couple women that, at different times, but they were power daters. Like,
Oh.
they dated like on a regular basis, like, and they're very open about it. It's not like they slept with everybody, but
Yeah.
They were classy.
yeah, they were in that state. Well, I'm just letting you know, Tyrone, I am dating, and when it comes to that, I'm kind of stingy. You know what I'm saying? I
Just to
don't
let you know I'm dating, well,
right,
I'm out. Peace.
exactly.
Right.
But that's part of the era now. Like I say, people have, they do power dating, have multiple partners they go out with. So that's what, I want to say that was different, but I'm sure it's always been the case. But yeah.
But my dating advice is be yourself. Don't be what Kevin said.
Yeah, don't be a Richard.
Yeah, don't be Richard.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
It's okay, I can say that because my uncle's name is Richard and he's Uncle Dick.
Yeah.
He's also gay Uncle Dick, which is funny. I am not making that up either for everyone that is not made up. My Uncle Dick's been gay since before gay was popular. So
Guess that's how my cousin
it's
is.
funny.
Yeah, it is.
But he's also one of my favorite uncles, and he's an awesome dude, and he's like wicked educated. Like he went to college in Boston. Like he was an English teacher. He went to college in friggin' France somewhere. But anyways, I digress.
Yes.
You better get the noodle.
Do you have any crazy Valentine's Day exes stories? I got a few. I'm gonna probably share.
Stories. You go first.
All right.
Trying to think.
One of my girlfriends that I technically dated, like we wasn't officially, but yet cause I was dating some other girl at the same time, and I was technically dating this other girl at the same time. Put in that format, and
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
pretty much made you a lot. Yeah, the person in the background smiled. Yeah.
He said pretty much.
Anyways, but yeah, no. As we was dating, like the last few months, like she was getting ready to go out to Utah to like do video game design, and out of nowhere, she literally just left without saying goodbye. And yeah,
That sounds like it's not a Valentine's Day story, but it sounds like my story of the one and only time that I effectively ever cheated on a woman, which was completely accidental. So like this girl was like this very, very cute little Puerto Rican chick. It was a gymnast, and she went to Puerto Rico for gymnastics stuff. Like she went to camp and stuff to Florida and Puerto Rico every summer. So she goes, I know she's going, but she does not call me or contact me for 2 months straight. No contact whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, I guess that means we're broken up, because I've been trying to call, I've been trying to get at her, calling her mom, like, you know, trying to make sure everything's okay, because we were together for like a few months before she even left. Everything was good, everything was chill. So I'm like, whatever, okay, I guess I'm free again. So I go to a party, hook up with a girl, and then come back, and she calls me she calls me when she comes back, and she's like, hey, I'm back. I'm like, dude, 2 months, you're gone, and like nothing, and like we're still together all of a sudden? No. I got yelled at by the girl that I hooked up with friend for like messing with her friend while I had a girlfriend, and then like it was a big like stupid mess that I didn't have anything to do with intentionally causing. So
I mean,
what was her reason for not?
It's not.
She was just she nothing, like nothing. I was busy. I was busy, which I'm like, okay, you were busy, that's cool, but like 2 months, not a word.
Yeah, I would assume that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I would assume the same thing. Then again, with guys.
So technically, it was an issue of being unfaithful.
Yeah.
You
But,
accidentally cheated.
Yeah, I accidentally cheated. Because like I tell that story because I'm like, yo, I accidentally cheated one time. People are like, how the f do you accidentally cheat on someone? And I'm like, let me explain it to you, because it's real and it can happen. Fortunately, like it never got brought up to her attention, and she wanted to break up a month after she got back anyway. So I was like, okay, sure. But
Just call up the girl that you supposedly cheated with.
yeah, it was ridiculous. Well, not even that. She was cute too, though. But like, I didn't see her ever again.
That's a whole nother
after
story.
that. Her friend like pulled up. I was talking to a bunch of my friends. We were slacking off somewhere, and she pulls up like gangster style with her friend in the backseat and just gets out the car, comes in my face, and is like knife handing me like, "What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are?" type thing. And
Yeah, take a pause there.
yeah,
Got
dude,
too
it was.
real.
Yeah, I almost choked. But it was terrible. Like right now, I'm thinking of it going on in my head. Like this little girl, like this girl's like, I'm taller than most girls anyways, but she was like here looking up in my face, like knife hands over something I didn't even do on purpose. And I couldn't explain it. I couldn't be like, it was an accident. Like I would have got the open hand and the back of the side of the hand.
Good says.
Wow. I don't have any horror stories. I don't know rough.
That's just
None.
Well, probably
Not that one day that you chilled out with listening to the Roots for an hour as you get waited.
That's probably many times
I
for
don't
me.
know. I don't have any.
I have
enjoy the
one
Roots.
time.
No, I don't really have any. These Valentine's Day stories, or
No,
just
just Annie.
Yeah, mine wasn't Valentine's Day. That would just he reminded me of that one.
are these supposed to be uplifting Valentine's stories?
I mean, they could both. I mean, okay, I got one that's not really Valentine's Day stuff. It was messed up, yes. So I started being friends with this one girl, and we both had a crush on each other, but none of us said a word. So we became best friends, and literally
Friend zoned.
2 months,
Dun, 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 dun.
2 months like after like before we stopped being friends, like she was like, yeah, I always had a crush on you. Like when we first started being friends, I'm like, then why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
That's another one of my vices, that if you like somebody, tell them, and like you should accept their response.
Did you tell her that you liked her?
Yes, I did.
Because I didn't hear that part.
Yep.
So is she still your friend?
No,
That's terrible.
I haven't heard from
That's a
her
terrible
in
story.
a year.
Terrible ending to the story.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd be like, oh, we've been friends ever since, and
No.
we hang out every
Well,
day.
maybe she'll pop up in a year,
Yeah.
a couple weeks and say,
She's
hey,
gonna see this.
Just like
be
the two- just
"I
like
remember
Kevin's
that
deal."
handsome guy.
you
They're
know.
like, oh, you have a podcast now? You have a YouTube channel? Oh, yeah. Then again, that can
famous.
go with all my exes. Like, oh, you good now? Okay. You famous now? Oh, boy.
Well, I feel like I'm not
like all my
really
friends.
contributing much to the Valentine's Day subject matter.
I don't have Valentine's Day horror stories, so that's the thing. I don't have too many
I
like
don't-
terrible exes.
Yeah, I don't have any bad. I don't have any
I
bad.
mean, I had an
exes
ex
and-
that literally texted me from a different number claiming that she was my secret admirer. And then she asked me, oh, yeah, do you still love her? And even though like we're
That
broken
just
up
sounds
already.
like some petty female stuff.
Yeah. She's like, do you still love him? I'm
It's
like,
like
no,
petty female
but I still
stuff.
care about him as a friend.
I
She's
really-
like,
you know what?
ha, plot twist, I'm here. I'm like,
I think this is a microcosm of my love life, this moment. Because, I mean, Valentine's, all that, I don't really get, like, da-da-da. And romance and all that, I'm cool with it, but I'm kind of like, I'm just, that's why I'm single now. You know, I guess that's the reason why, but.
I
so.
used to be about it, but I got grouchy and angry after. And pretty much after going to the desert, coming back from the desert, like I started getting grouchier and grouchier towards certain things. And like Hallmark holidays is one of those things. I just don't like them because it's just like useless. And Valentine's Day, especially since I have a wife who's like, don't waste money on flowers, it kind of like just opens up the doors of reality a little bit more. Like I'm not forced, I'm not put into that position, not forced, but I'm not put in that position where I feel like I have to go out of my way to impress her with like, you know, pointless materialistic crap. But that's also because I frequently tell her this could fall into relationship advice, but
Yeah.
I frequently tell her how much she means to me. I frequently tell her how much better she is than me, how much smarter she is than me, how much I suck, and how I actually married up and she's the one who married down type things. Like,
oh, you're the reach and choose the.
well, she's just, I mean, there's things that I'm better than she is at, but she's just,
overall.
she helped me like with responsibility and maturing a little bit, which I feel like that's what wives are supposed to do anyways. Like in the grand scheme of you know, marriage in a spiritual sense, there's supposed to be unity of the masculine and the feminine, which is exactly what it was in my relationship. It just kind of happened like that, but
That
like,
is actually good relationship advice, though.
it's just like when you have somebody that kind of shows you like that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just makes you let go of that stuff, and Valentine's Day falls into one of those categories.
Takes the pressure off.
But what you said is exactly on point about even if they say don't get nothing, get them something anyways. She's not expecting anything from me today. But after I leave, I'm going to go get something just because that's how I always do. I never plan ahead because whenever I plan ahead, it always comes down to the last minute where I think of something brand new that's like just completely wipes out all the other ideas. Mm-hmm. So if I did all that, if I used all my money or if I did whatever before and then I got this dope idea now. So I don't believe in procrastination. To me, it's just waiting until the perfect moment.
You're kind of like Indiana Jones, where you just think, like, literally at that moment.
Yeah, like switching the things out. Like if he was just like, meh, huh, that's not planning ahead, or that's planning ahead in the wrong way. It's like I'm just snatch this and leave. And he's like, all right, I'll take my time. I might think of something else. This seems to be working. It works, and then he's out.
The nerds. I'm sorry. This is like the nerds' advice for Valentine's.
No way, my
People
advice
in the
is-
back, do you have any
My advice is good.
advice for Valentine's Day?
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Says the only
Look at
female
Ben
in this.
said.
I like that.
I like how the other ones is like scratching the back of his head.
Stay
like,
in your lane.
No,
Either you got it or you don't.
that is true. Either you got it or you don't.
All these one-liners.
That is true though.
Ben looks displeased. He's like, I don't want to give no Valentine's Day advice.
No Valentine's Day.
Y'all can figure it out
If
for
you
yourself.
know it's not gonna last, don't spend your money.
That is, yeah.
Start arguing with your girl the day before.
Break up with your girl and then try to go back over for the 15th. Hey, look, babe, I know we.
You got at least be 2 weeks out
Yeah,
for the
2
breakup.
weeks.
You got
I
to.
just heard today that the 15th is Side Chick Valentine's Day. So
It is.
Really?
And the 13th
Really?
is.
he said it. I just
15th
heard
the
that
15th
today in this classroom.
The 15th is Side Chick
all
Valentine's
the
Day.
side chicks.
Side chick appreciation day.
It
Side
is.
Chick Appreciation Day. That's actually brilliant.
And
That's
the,
what Sweetest Day should turn into.
And you know what? Right.
the
Yeah.
13th.
Look, see, I'm sparking all kinds
Yeah,
of
that's pretty sweet. Yeah.
and the,
controversial new ideas.
Because you know that because there's you heard of Ashley Madison before?
yes.
Oh yeah, the chick that helps people cheat on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard her.
Yeah, the website. Yeah.
Why you bringing
It's a
this
guy
up?
that started it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I bringing it
Well,
up?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Well, we talking about
Ashley is a
Valentine's
dude's
Day.
name.
Well,
I mean-
yeah, because Victoria's Secret was started by a guy, but nobody talks about that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Was
just
it
saying.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
It's
Because-
yet another thing.
Because
to
he
do
wanted
now.
a place to shop for his wife. but yeah, he was always too awkward to go and shop for women's underwear.
Okay. So this guy was too awkward to go in and shop for underwear for his wife.
So
he invented an entire store of awkwardness for all males to walk in,
pretty much.
trying to solve the problem.
That's pretty much like the shorthand version of it. But like there's more to the story.
All
but
right.
Obviously, yeah.
Much success.
He
to
was on to
Victoria's
something.
Secret.
Yep.
Was
Victoria.
was that his wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Victoria was his wife, but yet that wasn't Victoria's Secret.
What was Victoria's Secret?
That the
Yeah, he was a side. He was
His
a side,
wife was really a man.
He had a side. She had a side chick or a side dude.
no, like Victoria's Secret is just that's the secret.
It's a cool name. I like the
that's
name though.
That's the secret.
The
That was
secret
started
is-
by a guy.
The secret is he was really Dennis Rodman and was
Okay,
married
that
to
makes
himself.
sense.
No, he was Hugh Hefner,
He was Hugh Hefner.
the guy that revolutionized Valentine's Day.
Well, sort of.
Talking about Hugh Hefner, the 13th, which was yesterday, that's Desperation Day.
Desperation Day.
Yes.
What is that?
It's when you try to. What was that person in the background? Doomsday. Yes. Desperation Day is the day that you desperately try to find a date for Valentine's Day.
Yo, that's a thing. Why are you? Yo, I have to spend money.
Yes.
Someone let me spend money on you.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
It's what we do for love, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Says the person that brought up the side chick.
Yeah.
15.
Good lord.
So you got 3 days covered. You
Yeah.
got
Well, I brought
13,
that up
14,
because that
15.
was another new thing that I had just learned today.
I like to thank my wife and my girlfriend. I mean,
That guy's funny. He caught himself.
yeah,
I wonder if that was on Valentine's Day.
that would be.
Did you see when you were looking that up? Did you look up the history, like the horrible history of Valentine's Day?
Somebody they were celebrating Saint Valentine's or
Yeah, the guy that was Valentine that started up this whole holiday, he was a saint, I believe, that was marrying people, but he didn't have permission by the Pope, so the Pope had him beheaded.
dang.
Yeah.
The Pope go hard.
Well, maybe it was. Which pope was that? Was that the warrior pope?
That was like 280.
Still, you got the name Pope in your name?
Well, I'm saying there was a warrior.
Dang.
There was you've heard of the warrior pope, haven't you?
No, I
I'm
heard
talking
of
about
it.
the actual Roman
like
Catholic Church.
Yeah, this is the warrior pope. There was a pope that was known as the warrior pope because like he went through and slaughtered the intelligentsia of Milan, and like he's known as the warrior pope. I can't remember his actual name.
What'd he do that for?
Just 'cause.
The same reason anybody in Christianity kills anyone, because they're heathens and they don't believe what they believe.
Just because.
Dang.
That was like legit why it happened.
Keeping this PG. Just because.
PG. Is that not PG? It's history.
They're killing them.
Wow.
Then they're going
I
to
didn't
kill
know that.
me.
Learn something today.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
look up the what's his name?
You have to remember that I go to church. I'm like, hey, pastor,
We want to
Let's
kill
talk
all the
about-
people.
let's get gully again. I think the church need to get
Julius
hardcore.
was it Pope Julius?
Matter of fact, I think the church should get hardcore again. Like,
That's why they have the hardcore metal church.
yeah,
in
like
Cincinnati.
they need to get like, what y'all say?
Moss pits.
Don't make us ride on you. That's how the church need to be. They need to get hardcore.
Wait, what?
The church need to get.
How is the church not already hardcore? How
No, I
many people
mean we need to like obviously hardcore because people be talking crazy
What
about the
did I do?
church. People be talking crazy about the church, and the church be calm. I like the church should just be like unite and start just putting people in their place. Like, what you say?
But
What you say?
So you want church to be like the military?
so you want
Got
all
it.
churches to be like the one that like goes around was it the Bakersfield one? The
No,
one
not-
that goes around picketing everyone?
Not picketing funeral services, things like that.
Speaking of which,
just,
I was at Hot
but
Topic.
just being more out, just being more outspoken, because people are talking crazy about the church. It's like because it's an easy target,
It's
it's a
because
soft target.
Yeah.
they don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
That was a hot topic the other day, and like they was talking about it in the store because there was somebody from Spencer's in there, ironically, and they was talking about all the church people would walk among their store, like walk past it, and they would make comments like, That's a devil's stall. You shouldn't be in that stall.
What, Spencer's?
And Hot Topic.
Oh, Hot Topic. What is Hot Topic? Is what? Just
Stuff like this.
Hot Topics.
Like my shirt.
T-shirts and.
It is now, but it started off as like a emo store, like gothic sort of counterculture, but like
okay.
then it expanded into like video games and
Pop culture.
fantasy and sci-fi and pop culture. But at first, it was basically it was emo
still-
kids that would go in there.
Yeah, they
Right.
still have like the email stuff.
Yeah,
With the long sleeves and big old
Yeah.
bell
no, like
bottoms and
black everything,
Yeah.
like black everything.
It's like that one video. Like
I wear a lot of
all
black when I'm out, especially not at work.
No, I'm talking about everyone
But
who
I
walks
know.
in there looks like the Crow.
I know. Yeah, I've seen them. I know.
Like,
The
That's
Crow.
too soon. Too soon. They're actually doing a reboot of that.
Too soon.
Too soon.
How's that too soon? The Crow?
20 years ago.
Too soon?
Too soon.
or Brandon Lee.
He said too soon.
Too soon.
I'm actually excited about that.
You got when were you born? That was the same year you were born, wasn't it?
97.
You were born in '97,
And when did Brandon Lee pass away? What, 90?
94, 93.
So like 25 years.
Yeah.
93,
Still too soon?
94, yeah.
Still too soon.
Okay.
97,
Too soon.
son. I was a freshman. Yo, I could legit be like
Don't say it.
your dad, like if I was like very, very young when I had you. That's really weird.
I told you not to say it.
I'm uncomfortable with getting
No
older.
person in the background. No.
You heard me?
Kevin will not be your dad.
Wait, what?
It wasn't me.
Oh,
That's
son.
another dating tip from
I just
Mr.
got it.
Boombastic. It wasn't me.
Oh, I'll be your foster dad, dude. We get that money. We get that foster money.
We can go out to eat at Golden Corral every Friday.
Hey, I'm a.
Go on Corral, the best place.
What's about $900 a month?
ever.
About $900 a month. I'm gonna give you $300 off top, and we good. $300 off top.
I will hire
Less?
you to be my
Oh,
foster
you don't need that
son.
much? He said, I don't need that much. I give you
You
$200 a
more?
month.
Nah, I'll take the first off.
I'll give you $5.
$5.
If I give you,
$5 a week.
then I'm gonna turn around and hit you up with that rent money.
I'll give you grade money. I'll give you $5 for every A,
Like the dad
$3
back
for
in
every
the
B,
70s.
and 50 cents for a C.
50 cent for a C.
Yeah,
So you're gonna hand him a 50 cent album.
I am, and that's
I
actually
thought
what
about,
I intended
for
on.
some reason, I have a strong craving for noodles for lunch.
That's how I am right now.
Yeah.
My wife just
Oh,
found.
beef noodles.
My wife just found this like.
Hold on, we're not supposed to
It's-
talk about noodles. This
No,
is-
but it's like this
it was really-
ramen, but it's like curry noodles. It's like Thai curry noodles, and it came in like this little pouch. It's almost like ramen,
Yeah,
but it's like
What's
Thai
that?
ramen.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's they handed me one other night? Is it good?
Ooh, son, it is so good. It is so good.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
and I had some leftover pad Thai that I like threw in there and stirred it up after I was all done with the noodles because I couldn't get enough of the curry. Oh, it made it so much better.
noodles is supposed to bring us back to focus, and we end up talking about noodles even more.
There's
Yeah.
noodles on Valentine's Day,
Yeah, there is
probably.
noodles.
How we get off
Somewhere.
noodles? How we?
The weird type of noodles that we don't talk about.
Heart-shaped
besides
noodles.
Kevin.
I'll bet you there's
He
Valentine's
likes to
Day
make
SpaghettiOs,
dirty
and those
jokes.
are noodles. I don't make dirty jokes.
This got to be the credit
You
part. We
do.
rolling credits. It's like we say noodles
You
is supposed to
do.
bring like focus, and it's like we keep talking about noodles.
Be like the please
But you
stand
brought
by
up the
thing.
good Thai noodles, though, and you can't just leave that unconversated.
That is true.
Thai noodles are always a topic of conversation. I love Thai food.
Did I bring
Like,
up Thai
that's my-
noodles?
You brought up
Noodles.
You brought up noodles, and I brought up the Thai noodles. So I segued off of yours. It's still your fault.
No, but the noodles were supposed to bring us back and get us
Just
back
me,
on topic.
I eat cup noodles.
Oh, noodles, son. I get it.
Yeah.
My bad.
That was like freshman year of high school. Like
I
whenever I would
forgot.
joke around too far, like my friend would be like noodles, and be like, "What's that?" And she's like, "No, that's the code word for you going too far." It's kind of like
I miss Jay and his Elmo.
Yeah. Have you ever seen It? No. There's a character in there that talks too much. So like the other kids will say
I didn't
beep
like
beep
that movie.
if he talks too much.
Oh,
So
You ever seen it?
beep beep.
I got a movie free rental tonight from Family Video. Shout out to Family Video.
Yes, not a sponsor.
I like going to the stores.
what? You're still renting from Family Video? That's ill.
I still rent
I
from
appreciate
Family
anyone who
Yeah.
still rents from video joints. Like,
Yeah, I do.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I like going to the store and looking around. Bing, bing. hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
We still exist.
Do you have like a $5 late fee?
You know, or you know, I go in there, they ain't say hi. You know, it's okay.
Son of a.
But it's okay. I understand y'all are busy.
Yeah.
It's like, how dare you not say hi to me?
I like, but I do. I like going to the store, you know, and shopping around. I like being around people for, you know. I like that. I don't like to. I mean, I'm cool with doing stuff online. I watch Netflix and all that, of course. But
You go on those illegal websites to watch movies?
no, I go to Netflix. I pay $11.66 a month for it.
11.60.
I think I pay that too because I got
$11.66.
four. I
Yeah.
got 4 things.
It went up $1 or something like that.
Well, and I might pay more.
You probably like 17. I got 2 for 2 TVs.
17.
$16, something like
Where's
that.
this extra $5 coming from? Because I'm sure it went up $1 from what I was paying. If it went up for you,
Netflix.
Mine's
I'm
like
saying, where's this
$11.
$5 extra? They ain't giving me $5 extra worth of entertainment.
But you get to order DVDs and stuff too with the other. I think the
That
full
is
package.
true.
What?
You can order
Yeah.
disc and they'll send them to you as well. They have stuff that's not on the actual online, but you can actually get the disc. Because I think
they
they.
the red box. Then.
Yeah, I mean you can do that, but
So
Yeah.
paying the extra $5.
Look at this. Netflix is trying to undercut Redbox too.
so
Netflix came first.
Netflix is trying to be the
They already took
the
out-
Ted Turner of
they took out
movies
Blockbuster.
distribution.
Especially like Elon Musk now. Let's make that true.
You know, I still remember the very first. Do you remember the very first video store that you ever rented at, or you used to rent at? The very first one. That was the first one.
Blockbuster, from the person in the background.
Blockbuster between Blockbuster and not with that one, but then the other on Main Street too. That was one of my favorites.
See, y'all got the
Everybody, if you
classic
from Dayton, you
joints.
gotta know this video. Shout out, that's what I'm talking about. Video news.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't have the classy Blockbuster
That was-
around.
You know, that was
I
like
had
that
Del
was like
Padres.
that was, you know, every city had their classic local video store.
Yeah, we had Hollywood
Not mine.
Video.
We had all local stuff.
We had a Hollywood. I think we had a Hollywood, but video news that was back in the '90s. That's because you know they even had the little extra room. You know the extra room. You know you act like
Extra room.
The extra
all of a
room.
sudden 1 minute you stand there watching a regular movie, you look up. Pew!
I always remember. I did sneak in there. I ain't gonna lie. I did sneak in there a couple of times. I was successful. I got my gumption up just enough to sneak in there.
I
But
was
typically, I wasn't doing it.
Even when I was
I
old,
just
when
like-
I was old enough to go in there, I still
Yeah,
snuck in
lies.
there.
You know what I used to like to do? I used to like
I
to
still
watch the
won't walk
people
in
who
the
went
back.
in there. That's what I used to do to see if I knew anybody when I was a kid. I'd be like, I wonder if any of my teachers are gonna go in there. I would have told everyone at school.
I remember going in there and then stand too long because I'm about to leave out, but you could see. You know, you got the little what they call them doors,
The little, you talking
The
about the
saloon
bead?
dolls.
saloon
Oh,
doors.
the saloon doors.
And so you can see out, and you know I might
I'm
see
used
like
to the
I might see
beaded
like an elder. I
doors.
might let's see an elder woman or something like that at the counter or something. And I'm like, man, let me hang out for a second till she leave the store.
If I see
Or they
them-
right there by the door.
Oh, I
you know
can
what
see
I'm
my
saying?
friend out the county.
Or I try to slide out real quick, you know, and just like
can't.
act like I'm looking at a regular movie. Like, oh man, E.T. I ain't seen this in a while. What question?
I'm still not used to you calling him Mr. T. I still think Mr. T whenever you say Mr. T.
T the fool.
What's your question?
Ask me the question.
Come on, Brandon.
Come on, man, we ain't got the time.
What is your favorite romantic movie or relationship style movie?
Favorite romantic movie? Oh man, I like a lot of the romantic
As
comedies, man.
Kevin adjusted my
They're
mic.
pretty cool.
I'm not doing what you see me doing.
I saw a really cool one that I may have seen before the movie theaters.
What are you talking about?
I like the one with Vince Vaughn, The Breakup.
Oh my!
That was I mean, that was just so funny.
Something About Mary always has to be a Valentine's
50
Day
First
movie.
Dates. Is it 50 First Dates?
That's a
He's
good one,
going.
too.
The person that played her brother, Sean. He also played in Lord of the Rings as Samwise Tully.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be down in Cincinnati in April, I think.
Okay. Yeah. That's,
No, not in April. September. Because that's my birthday. We got down there.
yeah, I think that's it. I don't have any really favorite, but truthfully, I like romantic comedies. They're just, I mean, I've watched them, but I mean, they're just good movies, you know, funny. So, I mean,
What they broke
that's no
up?
knock against my
Oh,
man
yes.
card, you know, but romantic comedies, man, yeah.
I mean, you can buy a man card for $20 if you really want one.
Maybe, I'm talking about the authentic one, though, not the no fake.
No, I'm talking about a real one
I'm talking about
that
the,
you can buy. Like that has
the
your
real.
name on it.
I'm talking about the one is issued to you by the universe. you
Yeah.
know.
No one can take my man card.
So
When you do the manly things that I've done in my life, then you can take my man card. Until then, I can say whatever the hell I want, and I can do whatever the hell I want.
And do
But
what I
some
want.
things,
Shout out to the main
as I
card.
said earlier, some things just don't need to be done or said.
Anyways,
Or, what's the word I'm looking for? Validated. Some things
Yeah.
just don't
you'll be
need that.
validated by
Right.
the universe.
Yes.
Anyways,
I'm
so
not-
what's
I do. Oh man,
I think he's canceled.
I have
us.
to. I have to wrap up in a
We're
second.
being
in person.
canceled. We're being canceled by the network on live air. You're witnessing it.
anyways,
I mean, but I can. Go,
you-
but as a guest, you can go to break and come back and take. I'm gone, right?
yeah,
Okay.
we can just have you like
Oh,
be
yeah.
edited out of the shot.
Just do a bing. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, I'm out the shot.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
freeze frame it.
Peace.
So what's your favorite romantic comedy?
Um,
What about you, Mr. Che?
romantic comedies. I don't do romantic comedies.
No, romantic movies in general though.
The Notebook.
No.
That is the worst movie in the history of ever making movies ever. And
Even Ryan
I had to watch that, and
Gosling's-
when I was in the desert, I had to watch that, and it was a waste of 2.5 hours of my life that I never get back. I was so mad when I was finished watching that, I walked out of the day room. I'm not even kidding. The only reason I sat there and watched it was because my wife wanted to watch it, and the other two girls that were in the room wanted to watch it, and I was one of two other guys. One of those guys left because he didn't want to watch it,
Yeah.
but I was there with my wife.
So you had.
And
you had-
frankly, I was trying to stay with my wife for later.
Yes.
So I was trying to make her happy and watch The Notebook for later. So
Well,
I had to
maybe.
stick around and waste my life for 2.5 hours for later that never occurred. So I hate that movie. F that movie. I hope that movie gets burned down to the ground.
So you like
If it's
Jules?
possible. Huh?
Were y'all married at the time?
No. We were in the
That movie didn't work?
we were in the desert. Well, no, it didn't work. It didn't work because the movie just made me mad.
You had to give him a second. Just
Yeah, because
No.
I had to think about it. Like, no, there's no balance in this. I hated that movie before, during, and after I watched it.
alright. Yeah, just jump over the.
Here it is.
But yeah, my favorite romantic movie before Mr. T breaks the camera and also the table.
This was the same struggle we had with Sean not that long ago.
Yes. But anyways, my favorite romantic movie is Upside Down. A movie that probably nobody in this room has heard of.
Oh! Continue.
You just realize what it is?
I did just realize my favorite, because I do have a favorite romantic movie now that I think about
Say
it.
it.
But I never considered it as a romantic movie because
Say
it's
it.
so gangster. Far and Away.
Run away.
If you've never seen that movie, it's Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. It's about like Irish people who come during like the big move out west and stuff, and like he ends up bare fist boxing to like keep them both above water, and she like ends up going and like plucking chickens and stuff. Like it's just a dope movie. I just watched it when I was a kid, and I just kind of liked it.
Kind of like those people from How I Met Your Mother, like, oh no, we have to watch Predator every single Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Actually, my favorite romantic movie series is Star Wars.
Yes. Brothers kissing,
You didn't think that was coming, did you?
of course. Star Wars.
That's right. Because
But
nobody
anyways.
considers it.
Yeah, I mean, it technically is.
Of course
when
it
you
is.
think
It's
It's
a love
all
story.
politics and family. No joke. Politics and family. But no, my favorite romantic movie is Upside Down. It's literally about these two planets that have the same type of gravitational forces, and so they're always in constant, kind of like the Earth and the Moon,
No, I know what you're talking about.
but like they're both Earth-sized moons, and one of the Earths is a dystopia, and the other one is a utopia. So, what happens?
So it's just like a cosmic yin and yang hanging in the universe.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But
I
wait,
interrupted
there's
you.
more. So this guy from the
Oh, wait, there's more.
Billy Mays here.
The ghost of Billy Mays.
That's a lot of damage right there. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This guy from the dystopian world falls in love with this girl from the utopian world, and they meet at this mountaintop. That
Like Vegeta and Bulma.
yeah. If you want to make mix Dragon Ball Z into this, but yeah, kind of like that. And yeah,
I'm saying the Saiyan planet was a dystopia.
yeah. But they meet at this mountaintop just about every day, but something happens and she loses her memory. So 10 or 20 years pass, and there's this company that connects the two planets together, and he finds out that she's walking there but lost all of her memory. So he goes to walk at the same place and try to reconnect with her.
So it's like a sci-fi version of 50 First Dates.
Kind of. But she doesn't lose her memory every day.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that would suck so bad.
I know.
You just forget everything all the time.
That's an actual case though. Can you not?
What happened?
I heard noises.
I like how when she tries to act it, isn't it? She's like,
That wasn't me. It wasn't. It was no. Anyways, on that note, we're gonna wrap this up so we can send it off. Unfortunately. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a fantastic Valentine's Day.
Indeed.
Stay safe.
Stay
Don't-
safe. Be safe.
Wear safety.
Say safe things to your significant other. Don't be dangerous.
Don't
Drive
be.
fast. Take chances. Oh wait, no.
No.
That's the opposite.
That is not what you want to do.
That's the opposite of what we want.
But yeah, stay safe.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, happy Hallmark holiday Valentine's Day to you, Mr. Brandon.
Yes. Happy day to you too, Kevin.
Yeah. It seems so weird and obnoxious trying to say it to each other. Huh?
Yeah. 9 months.
Yeah. We hate each other now.
9 months from now.
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
everything.
jeez. I got your joke.
I'll be in radio.
Kevin
class
didn't
9
get
months
your
from now.
joke. No,
No.
Kevin did not get it.
I hope. I'm glad. I feel like I'm glad I didn't get it.
I'm positive, and it's yours.
I feel
Oh
like
no.
I'm not sure if I want to get it or not.
Yeah, no, it's a pregnancy joke.
Oh god damn it.
Takes 9 months. But, anyways, thank you, Mr. T, for distracting us. Anyways, on that note, a happy Valentine's Day, and hope you have a fantastic day. Whatever day you're watching this, make sure you high-five that like button with your thumb. Make sure you leave a comment and share this video. And as always, peace out.